Hi everyone, this is Chris. Thank you for joining me. In today's video, we're going to be making some embellishments using beads, leftovers, broken jewelry, and different materials. Anything that you can have in your stash, and I'm sure you do have a lot. Anything will work for this. So, as for example, you're going to be using felt, but you can use also cardstock. We're going to use hot glue, but you can also use super glue. I'm going to use beads, all kinds of different beads. You can use also these kinds of embellishments, you know, the flat back one. This is what I've done here on this one as for an example. Okay, you're going to use chain beads. You're going to use these kinds of embellishments in different colors. I have blues, I have a pink one, I have a gold one. Pearls, of course. I love pearls, and I'm going to use pearls in different colors and sizes. You can use also buttons for this. That would be also really nice. Anything is going to work. And I've also used here, and I'm going to show you up close, some broken jewelry or something that I had that was really old. I don't even remember where I got this one, and I've recycled it. So now let me come a little closer. So I'm going to show you this in details. Alright, so this is one of the ones I've just made in a pink color. It could be also a nice gift maybe for, I don't know, grandma, because this is more vintage like, more shabby chic, except maybe for some colors, but that would be nice. This one, I really love the colors and the round shape. And I've got another one here, it's the same. This one was done with just a flat bead, a flat glass. It's not really a bead, but it's you know, these glass decorations, and it was in green, and I've done something else with it. Something totally different here, using different beads. I've just put some beads around beads and around beads. I used here hot glue. This is glass. These are big glass shards that I've used as well. I've got another example here that has a very different look. You can do this, of course, in any color. That's the one I was talking about, using this broken piece of jewelry that I've used on the outside of it. And you could put more layers. I've only did very simple things, but you could do more. This one is really nice. One of my favorite is actually, where is it? Is this one. That is quite similar to this one, but I would think that this one would be absolutely gorgeous as a pendant. So you can use these for brooches, for example. You can use these as a pendant. You can use these to decorate a card, to decorate a tag. I mean, to put in your hair right now, whatnot, and use a barrette, for example, on the back. So you can do this for many, many different ideas and projects. So now that we have seen this, I'm using a non-stick surface. It's a baking sheet, but you can use wax paper for this, something that is where your glue is not going to stick to it. And as I was saying, all sorts of embellishments. Again, I'm going to use hot glue, but you can use also super glue if you want to. It's just that you have a little bit more open time using super glue than you would with hot glue. And for the base, because I didn't show you this, for the base, I've used felt. Again, you can use cardstock, but I think felt makes a nicer finish on the back. Okay, but that's totally up to you, and you can use different colors. Like here, I've used the pink, I've used the white here, I've used some green here because I didn't want to change the color of this bead, because this bead has a very transparent look. And I have the same bead here that is in pink, but as you're going to see, if I put this, let me take my other colors, and I need to come closer so you can really see. So this bead has a certain look if I use white, but if I use a pink background, a pink piece of felt, it's going to look completely different. You can't really see through that much. So it depends how you want your beads to look. It's totally up to you. You have so many options. As long as it's translucent, you can use, again, any color. So I might stick to pink Why not? Am I going to stick? Yeah, I'm going to stick to pink. Or is it going to be lighter? No, I'm going to stick to pink. I prefer this. So I'm going to cut a square, something that is going to be bigger. It doesn't have to be a square, but something bigger than my bead. And I'm going to glue it on to make sure it's really going to hang on to this, because sometimes hot glue doesn't hang on to non-porous surfaces. Just for my big bead, I'm going to use a little bit of super glue there. And I'm going to press down to make sure that I have a nice coverage. And it's going to dry quite quickly anyway. And then it's now time to see what kinds of embellishments you want to put. So why not using this again? And have a very old looking, and I'm going to take this part off. Maybe I could use this one if I have enough. And take it apart. That's what I like to do, so I'm not wasting anything, because that would be a shame. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm going to use some beads here. These small beads, I like them. This is, or the smaller ones actually. These are a bit smaller. Yeah, I think I'm going to use these. So these come like this. I've never used them until now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece there. And it's going to fall off. It's okay. I'm going to make a knot, because it's going to be much easier the way that I'm going to do it. I need to take more off. I'm going to make one single or maybe two knots there to make it secure. Oops. All right, now I have my two. And it's not going to go anywhere, so that's good, because I'm just going to put hot glue. It's just going to save me a lot of time than if I had to put the beads down one after the other. So I'm going to keep it like this, and I'm going to put hot glue now around my bead. And I'm going to kind of embed this into my felt. And don't worry if it's not perfect. It's not meant to be anyway. And I'm going to work by sections, because my hot glue tends to dry very fast. And there is no right or wrong where you start at. Press down. Wait just a few seconds for the beads to really hang on there. And then you just keep on going. And you can do as many layers as you wish. This is what's fun with this, because it's really about imagination. You can't go wrong. And there you go. I'm going to cut it just there. I always work directly, let's say on the spool. I'm going to cut it right here. And that's it. And there you go. And you could go way more. I could use another spool that I have here also with smaller beads. I could do maybe a second layer. I don't know if it's not going to be too much. I'm not really used to shabby chic looking things where you need to put more and more and more. I think it's probably going to be a bit too much. Or I could use silver as well. And I think that would look great. Need to put this apart a little bit. Something maybe a little smaller around. Let me see. What would that look? Huh. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think I'm going to go for that one. It's going to have a very different look from the one I've done before, and this is what I like. I don't want to have all my pieces equal. You could use these to put it in the center of a flower. I've got a tutorial also on how to make, you know, kind of shabby chic looking flowers using tulle, using all kinds of fabric. So that could be a nice embellishments to go in the center of those flowers. Try not to put too much glue so you don't have too much access, but you will be able to take it away. Even if you do, don't worry about that. It's just that it's less work. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm probably off camera. It's less work if you try to not put too much glue in the beginning than having to trim it off later. And there you go. And this one, I can take it away. I can cut it here right now. There you go. Not bad. I like it. So this one, I think I'm gonna call it done, because again, you can still put some lace on the back. Of course, you're not going to keep the velvet like this, but before we take it away, we need to let it dry. I'm going to give you another example using some beads. So here I've got very light colors, very pale colors. So I'm going to use this color, I think. It's a peachy color. And I just want to make sure I have enough to start with. Probably I'm going to use 6 of these, and I've got glue everywhere. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to put here on my non-stick surface a dab of glue, and then I'm going to put my beads in there to kind of embed them in there. And I'm going to go for 5 and squish them down, and then my last one on top. And squish them. That's where the glue is going to go everywhere, and it's going to make it secure. And then just leave it to dry. I'm going to do just a couple more, and I'm going to use maybe other beads for this. Okay, I found the color that I wanted. This color is really nice. It's in between blue and green. And I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'll have more to work with. I need more glue. Alright. And I'm going to do about the same thing. I'm going to go for 5 like this. And the last one on top. Like so. And there's going to be a little bit of an excess, and I will cut this out later. So you see this one, I took it away very quickly, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a little bit of excess in between my pearls here, my beads. So I'm going to have to take that away. And it cuts very easily. Just because I want to put more beads in between. Oops, I shouldn't have done that, but it's okay. I have pulled away. Just going to put a little bit more glue there and put it back. If it happens to you, don't worry. There you go. Now I'm going to cut another piece of felt. I'm going to use white for this one. Actually, I'm going to cut 2 pieces. One for the blue and one for the pink. So again, I'm going to use maybe this glue to really make secure. All right. And now I am going to use these other little beads that I have worked with just previously. And I'm just going to fill the gaps in here and putting some other beads there. and I'm going to need just 5 of them. And I'm going to try to make sure that the holes are not going this way, if you know what I mean. I don't want to see the holes when I'm looking at it. I need to come a little closer. There you go. So push that, put a little bead of glue there. And put it there. Push it well inside here. Alright. And this one. And this one there. And my last one is going to be just right in here. And I've got no holes of my beads facing upwards. All right, and you can take all these little glue elements out of, take care of them later. But I think it already looks really nice. But if you want to finish it up, I'm going to take this one away. See, you've got a little bit of glue that seeped through, like here. I'm just going to wait until it dries. I might use again a little bit of silver. What do you think? I think silver is going to be the best. I can use... No, I don't think that this color is going to match that well, actually, because the beads look more silver because of the color. I think I should go back and use this one. Or, did I do something like this before? No, I'm going to do something different because here I've used white beads to go around. So this time I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to use silver beads. And I'm trying to kind of follow a little bit my shape here. It's not going to be exact because more you're going to put around and more it's going to get to the point where it's going to look round. It's going to have a round shape. Still trying to push this one here. And this one there. Push it a little bit inside if I can. Oops. There you go. And I'm going to finish up there. Perfect. Oh, I like it. Now again, I'm going to cut this piece off. I'll trim it probably a little better. There you go. So it makes like a little star, but I like it. And you could go around another time. Let's take a look. I think it could stand another layer. Yes, I think so, because the beads are small. So I'm going to go for a second layer. If you know that you're going to go for a second layer, don't cut it. Just keep on going. But I wasn't sure. So I think I'm going to cut it good, because then it's going to be huge. And yeah, I'm going to cut it here. There you go. Nice. It's shiny. It's really pretty. I'm going to cut this one out while this one is drying. So I'm just going to take regular scissors for this. It's more fabric scissors. And I'm cutting using my scissors like on an angle, not straight. So you won't see that much velvet afterwards. But I don't mind. Maybe for some of them you could even use black velvet. Felt. And take your time. I'm going quite fast because I don't want this video to be too long, but you could certainly cut it differently. So this is one, and this is the one I've made previously. So it's smaller for sure, but it's nice too. Depending on the size you want it to be, you can put more and more and layer and layer. I want to show you another one that I really like. And okay, it's going to be about the same than this one. I'm going to do the green one because I really like it, because I might wear this one as earrings because I think it's nice. Maybe not for this time. Oh yes, it could be nice for this this year as well, this season. And for this one, I'm going to use dark green velvet. Right. Oops. And there. Alrighty. Now, I've got this one as an example. So I have out of the beads, I don't have to do exactly the same one. Might do something a little different. This is a flat back mesh bead looking stuff. I don't know how you would call this. Okay, one strand is going to work. So I'm going to go for that. And I'll see which one I prefer. And you know what? I already know somebody that loves green too. Actually, I like all the colors. And I like to change depending on what I'm wearing. And have the choice. Yeah, that's not bad. And I'm going to cut it there because it's going to be difficult to do that angle there. So I'm going to cut it there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I am adapting my way of doing things accordingly to the materials that I can have. And there. Yeah, it makes it more even. And I have this silicone spatula that you can use. You have also silicone, you know, finger dices, finger protectors that you can use. And I'm going to cut this one out. And there you go. Looks different. I could have probably make it a little, yeah, a little better. This one is not perfect. This one is much nicer. I think it's a bit more perfect, but I can use maybe some other beads. Why not go back to this one there? Yeah. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'll try to go as fast as I can. Works well too. I didn't put enough glue, I think, on that one. Don't think so. Not bad. Not bad. Let's keep on moving. it's not bad for a first try, and I think it's not bad either. Not bad at all. What do you think? Do you like it? It's maybe too much. You maybe like this one best. Hey, it's just a few beads, not expensive. And if you don't really like it, you can always do something, I'm sure, with it. Or maybe, you know what, if you have some crafty friends, why don't you try and do some swaps? Say, hey, you want it, you take it, and maybe you don't want something that I might like, so I'm going to take it. Don't throw it away, certainly not. There you go. I like this one. I like this one. If I had a silver one like this, I would have used it because that would have been maybe a bit more shinier. This one is not bad too. Is it dry enough? Maybe. At least cut a big part of it. And I'll trim it a bit more, but I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad at all. This one could be like more like a pendant, and this is a bit smaller, so this one has earrings, could be nicer. But see how things you can do things so easily. Do you see this one? It's about the same idea. And I need to take the excess away also, but let me take my small scissors for this. It's the same idea. This one is the exact same idea than this one. And I'm going to show you the example that I've made previously, and that's what it looks like. So depending on the colors, it's going to, of course, look different, but it's kind of shiny because all these facets, is that what you call the way that the stone or the beads are cut? It reflects as a lot of light, and that's what I like with these projects. So there you go. I'm going to show you the previous one I've done. I can't show you all of them because you can make them so different every single time. I'm going to move back a little bit. And again, I'm going to show you this on a darker color, and you'll see that it's really nice. So you could use this organza also to make it really nice on the back as a background. How do you think that is? This is nice. Okay, maybe the color is not the best one, but look at that. It pops things out. This one, too. These two colors match really well. This one is the one that we have done together. This one also is nice. This one is using just a glass bead. Probably this way. Oh, I think I'm gonna like this one as a pendant. It's maybe a ring. That would be nice. That's if I put all the greens together. Look at that. Same bead, doesn't have exactly the same shape, but look, different looks every time. Oh, this one is nice. I love these. You know what did I use on top? So it's the same thing that I've done before with this one, using small beads around, and just on top of it, I have used these little scrap. You know, they're more for crafting. These flat beads that comes on a double-sided tape. Well, I've used that. I took the double-sided tape off, and then I just glue it down. Look at this. Look at a pair. Maybe as a ring, that would be nice. I like big rings. I don't mind wearing big rings. This is, of course, probably too big, but this would be nice. I would love this one, I think, really. And it's not too thick. That's big. But look at what we've done. I've done this previously. A little bit of tulle, a little bit of lace here on top, and you can make beautiful things. Beautiful. Actually, I wanted to do something like this. That's it. It's going to finish it up so nicely. And maybe this one there. These two are just with a little bit of lace, and they're quite big actually. I don't know if you can really say that you can make them bigger, but really nice. This one was just, I started, I didn't finish it. I just put some beads like that in a coil, and you could put another bead that you've done together, that we've done here, and that put more beads around. You can stack them, of course, not just glue them, but so simple. I've changed the color of that one in the center. That could be also another way of doing it. But I mean, it's endless. It's so fun to do. This one is unusual. This one, this one is the one I like the least. I think it needs something more, and I might do something more later, but I kind of like it. I prefer this one. Looks different, but I really like it. It could be nice also on a headband. Why not? So there you go. Please, I hope you have fun doing this. I have a Facebook page. Please go there and post your images, other things you do that are related to my videos or not, because I just like to know what you're doing, because we can't really talk, but at least we can see each other's work and share. There's no judgment, just sharing. So yeah, please, if you like this video, give me some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. And please share on social medias and leave me comments. Come on, people. I know you can do better, so please leave me some comments. Nice comments, I would rather prefer. Or any kinds of suggestions for new videos, something you would like me to do. As long as I have or can find the materials, I'll do that with a lot of pleasure. Thank you so much. Take care and see you soon.